This first question comes from Ahmed. He says that he has 8 funds. Two of them are balanced, two multi-cap, two tax saving, and two debt funds. He says all these funds are 4 or 5 star rated. Now, does he need to reduce the number of funds? And if yes, how? And in fact, that's a very common question that a lot of people do have an expanded list of funds, but all of them are rated well and are doing well.
Yeah.
So, how does one think about pruning them down?
One is that ask the question, why do you have the two fixed income fund? If this is for a specific purpose, your fixed income investment, then effectively you just have 6 funds. You don't have 8 funds. Am I right in listing the count of the funds?
It's 8, Dhiraj.
Yeah, 8 funds. So if the fixed income fund you can take away from your long-term investment, and once you have that, and if these fixed income funds are there only to reduce the volatility of your fund or reduce the you are targeting an allocation, then also you can do without them, because increase your allocation to balance fund, because your balance fund is effectively 35% fixed income. So if you invest little more, you are getting fixed income allocation without the trouble of your needing to you won't require to rebalance your portfolio with your fixed income fund. And balance fund is a good way to actually have your fixed income exposure in a tax efficient manner with auto rebalancing, so to say. And these 6 funds, I think, are not too many. It is not a problem at all if they are well rated. But try and look at the complementary matches. Maybe, the whole objective can be met with multi-cap funds only, because on one hand you have the balance funds, which are multi-cap fund with a 35% allocation to fixed income, and on the other hand you have the small and mid-cap, the mid-cap funds. So once you have the multi-cap funds, your job is done. And you should else consider only having, so simplifying and uncluttering your own thinking, because in this portfolio you will have a lot of complementary positions. In fact, I would urge you to set up your portfolio at Value Research Online, go to the analysis tab, see how your portfolio actually looks like. Assuming that your 8 funds were all into, you will get a fact sheet like that of a fund, that what your investment, how your portfolio actually looks like. You will get an insight into number of your sectoral spread, your asset allocation, and if your fund, by virtue of this balance fund, multi-cap fund, as well as the small and mid-cap fund and the fixed income fund, what is its style? Is it a growth oriented mid-cap fund? What it becomes? Because right now you are having this variety, you are having the uh, you are having a false confidence uh, of of meaningful diversification. It may not be needed. You can well achieve, and some of the questions which are needed for this is that, is this your is this your long-term money, and your long-term is how much? Make sure that your fixed income funds are there only for the immediate needs, 2-3 years. And then if these principles are not in place, then you will always be very anxious about your investments, and then you just might end up chasing performance and all the usual mistakes which investors do. So this can be approached in multiple ways. Find your path. It can, 3 balance fund, 4 balance funds can be good enough. 2-3 tax saving funds which are multi-cap fund, if that is all the money that you're investing, is good enough. And generally speaking, 3-4 multi-cap fund without any constraints of tax saving and other things, your long-term allocation, I think most investors are very well taken care of.